Good morning, everyone. My name is Lester Mataverde of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics at RJ de Castro Colleges. In this video, I will discuss to you the polynomial long division method and synthetic division. But first, let us recall first what is polynomial. Polynomials are algebraic expressions that consist of variables and coefficients. 5 and 2 in here are the coefficients of x and y. 2 is the exponent of the variable x and 7 is the constant. Here are the types of polynomials based on the degree. Constant polynomial has a degree of 0. Example, 8 and negative 2 over 3. Linear polynomial has a degree of 1. Example, x plus 8, 3x over 4 minus 6. And quadratic polynomial has a degree of 2. Example, 3x squared minus 2x plus 7, 5y squared minus 1/4. And cubic polynomial has a degree of 3. 5x cubed, 2y cubed minus y plus 4. Actually, there are several types of polynomials based on the degree. There are quartic, quintic, and many more. So here are the types of polynomials based on the numbers of terms. Monomial has only one term, example 3x squared. Binomial has two terms, 2x plus 4. Trinomial has three terms, 5x minus 2y plus 4z. If we have a given that exceeds more than 3 terms, then we can generally call it as polynomial. Now let's proceed to the division process of polynomial. Example, divide 3x cubed minus 5x squared plus 10x minus 3 by 3x plus 1. So the first thing to do is to set up 3x plus 1, which is the divisor, and 3x cubed minus 5x squared plus 10x minus 3, which is the dividend. So next is divide the first term of the dividend, 3x cubed, by the divisor of the first term of the divisor, 3x. So 3x cubed divided by 3x is equal to x squared. Next, multiply the quotient x squared by the divisor 3x plus 1, then we get 3x cubed plus x squared. Then subtract the product to the dividend. 3x cubed minus 3x cubed is equal to 0. Negative 5x squared minus x squared is equal to negative 6x squared. Then bring down 10x. The same process. Negative 6x squared divided by 3x is equal to negative 2x. Multiply negative 2x by the divisor 3x plus 1, then we get negative 6x squared minus 2x. Then subtract. Negative 6x squared minus negative 6x squared is equal to 0. 10x minus negative 2x is equal to 12x. Then bring down negative 3. Divide 12x by 3x, then we get 4. Positive 4 times 3x plus 1 is equal to 12x plus 4. Then subtract 12x minus 12x is equal to 0. And negative 3 minus 4 is equal to negative 7. So our answer in here is x squared minus 2x plus 4. And with a remainder of 7. So based on the division algorithm, if p of x and d of x are two polynomials such that d of x is not equal to 0, and the degree of p of x is greater than or equal to the degree of d of x, then there exists polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to d of x times q of x plus r of x, where r of x is equal to 0 or of a degree less than the degree of d of x. If we use this and divide both sides by d of x, we'll get P of x divided by D of x equals to Q of x plus R of x over D of x. So with this, we can clearly see that P of x is dividend, D of x is the divisor, Q of x is the quotient, and R of x is the remainder. So let's have another example. Divide x cubed minus x squared plus 27x minus 27 by x minus 3. Then set up the dividend in the divisor. Then divide the first term of the dividend by the divisor, first term of the divisor. X cubed divided by x is equal to x squared. Then multiply x squared by the divisor x minus 3. Then we get x cubed minus 3x squared. Then subtract. X cubed minus x cubed is equal to 0. And negative 9x squared minus negative 3x squared is equal to negative 6x squared. Then bring down 27x. Same process. Divide the first term. Negative 6x squared by x. Then we get negative 6 and 6x. And multiply negative 6x by the divisor x minus 3. Then we get negative 6x squared plus 18x. And subtract negative 6x squared minus negative 6x squared is equal to 0, and 27x minus 18x is equal to 9x. Then bring down negative 27. Then divide 9x by x is equal to 9. Multiply 9 by x minus 3, then we get 9x minus 27. Then subtract, then we get 0. So in this example, we don't have the remainder. So the final answer in here is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Now let's proceed to the synthetic division. Using synthetic division is a simpler way of dividing polynomials. The word synthetic suggests that process is fake division, especially since the whole process itself does not involve any division. So here are the steps in synthetic division. For example, 2x to the 5th minus 3x to the 4th plus x squared minus 12 divided by x minus 1. So step 1, make sure that the dividend is arranged in descending form with each term being represented. That is, if the degree is 5, we should have terms with x to the 5th, x to the 4th, x cubed, x squared, x, and the constant. If a term is missing, insert the term with 0 as the coefficient. So, meron tayong dividend dito na may merong missing terms in cube and linear part. So, lalagyan lang natin ng 0 as the coefficient. So, ang magiging dividend natin ngayon ay 2x to the 5th minus 3x to the 4th plus 0x cubed plus x squared plus 0x minus 12. Next, take the coefficients of the terms and write them in the first line of the synthetic division. So, kukunin natin yung coefficients ng dividend, which are 2 of x to the 5th, negative 3 of x to the 4th, 0 of x cubed, 1 of x squared, 0 of x, and the constant negative 12. So, in dividing this, in this process, we get the root of the divisor x minus 1 by equating it to 0. So, x minus 1 is equal to 0, transpose negative 1 to the other side, then we get x is equal to 1. So, in this process, we write the coefficients of the dividend and the roots in this form, in this pattern. So, bring down 2, then multiply by the root of the divisor x minus 1, which is 1, then 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Then add the negative 3 and positive 2, then we get negative 1. So you just repeat the process. You multiply, then add vertically. No. So 0 minus 0 plus negative 1, then we get negative 1. Then negative 1 times 1, we have negative 1. 1 plus negative 1, then we get 0. And 0 times 1, then we get 0. And 0 plus 0, we have 0. And 0 times 1, then we get 0. And 12, negative 12 plus 0, then we get negative 12. So, the resulting numbers in the third lines are the coefficients of the quotient with a degree of 1 less than the dividend. The last number is the remainder. So, in these answers, negative 12 is our remainder, and 2, negative 1, and the zeros are the coefficients of our quotient. So the final answer here is 2x to the fourth minus x cubed minus x squared with the remainder of negative 12. So by following the division algorithm, we can write this as 2x to the fifth minus 3x to the fourth plus x squared minus 12 equals to the product of the quantity x minus 1 and the quantity 2x to the fourth minus x cubed minus x squared minus the remainder 12. Or we can write this as 2x to the fifth minus 3x to the fourth plus x squared minus 12 divide all over x minus 1 is equal to 2x to the fourth minus x cubed minus x squared plus the remainder negative 12 over the divisor x minus 1. So here another example. 2x to the fourth minus 6x cubed plus 7x squared minus 5x plus 13 divided by 2x minus 4. So, meron tayong dividend na walang missing term. At ang ating divisor ay 2x minus 4. We equate this to 0 to get the root or the value of x. So, 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Transpose negative 4 to the other side of the equation, then we get 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides of the equation by 2, then we get x is equal to 2. So, same process. Write the coefficients of the dividend in this pattern. So, bring down 2, then multiply 2 by 2, then we get 4. Then add negative 6 and 4, then we get negative 2. Multiply negative 2 by 2, then we get negative 4. Then add 7 and negative 4, then we get 3. And multiply 3 by 2, then we get 6. And add negative 5 and 6, then we get 1. 1 times 2, then we get 2. 13 plus 2, then we get 15. So the last number there is the remainder, which is 15. So we divide every coefficient of the third line by the value of a, which is 2, except the last coefficient or the remainder. So hence is the answer. You can write this based on the division algorithm. So x cubed minus x squared plus 3x over 2 plus 1 half plus 15 over 2x minus 4. So, last example. We have, in this example, we have a trinomial divisor. So, let's take, for example, 5x to the fifth plus 3x to the fourth plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 10 divided by x squared plus 2x minus 3. So, follow the first step. You complete the missing terms. So, meron tayong missing term sa cubic term. So, gagawin natin 0 as the coefficient, ay lalagyan natin ng 0 as the coefficient of x cubed. So, for our synthetic divisor, note that we get this in the diagram below. We get negation of the coefficient of the second term, 2x, which is negative 2, and put it as the divisor of the third line, and the negation of the constant term, negative 3, which is 3 on the second line. So, kinuha lang natin yung additive inverse ng coefficients ng linear and constant ng divisor. Kasi meron tayong trinomial dito. At quadratic din siya. So, 3 and negative 2 ang magiging synthetic divisor natin. So, bring down 5. 5 times negative 2 is equal to negative 10. Then, multiply again 5 by 3, then we get negative 15. 15. Just follow the pattern of writing the product. So, add 13 and negative 10, then we get 3. Then, multiply negative 2 by 3, then we get negative 6. And multiply 3 by 3, then we get 9. Then, add 0, 15, and negative 6, then we get positive 9. Then, multiply negative 2 to 9, which is equal to negative 18, and 9 times 3 is equal to 27. Add 2, 9, and negative 18. Then we get negative 7. Multiply negative 7 by negative 2, then we get positive 14. And negative 7 times 3 is equal to negative 21. Add negative 7, 27, 14, then we have 34. And the last product, negative 21 added to negative 10 is equal to negative 31. So the last two numbers are the coefficients of the remainders with the degree 1. And the rest are the coefficients of the quotient with the degree of 2 less than the degree of the dividend. So our final answer in here is 5x cubed minus 3x squared plus 9x minus 7 plus the remainder 34x minus 31 all over x squared plus 2x minus 3.